Good morning and happy Sunday. Right, this week's maths is all about logic and looking at how we can apply our maths and think in mathematical ways. And today's task is based on one of the pieces in a game of chess. It's the knight, and this is the knight challenge. Okay, so the knight is this piece in a chess game, kind of looks like a horse. This is how a chess game is normally set up. We're not going to be playing chess, we're just going to be focusing on the knight today. Okay, now what's really important and a little bit tricky is to first understand how the knight can move on a chessboard. So if our knight is here, the knight can move in an L shape. So I like to see it as like a set of 6 squares within the chessboard. And the knight can move kind of across that set of 6 squares like that. So it can move from there to there. Okay, so it's kind of going across there. If you've got, it doesn't just have to be the set of 6 that's kind of set up vertically, it could be horizontally. So this knight can move to that square there. So it's kind of always like an L shape. The knight moves in an L shape in any direction, so it can go any way it wants. We can say that it moves either 2 squares sideways and then 1 square up or down, or 2 squares up and down and then 1 square sideways. Okay, so we're always looking for those L shapes. So if my knight is here on my chessboard, it can move to any one of these places. So 1 across, 2 up. This one is 1 down, 2 across. Okay, so if you're always looking at those kind of boxes of 6 that are there. Okay, so that is how a knight can move. Now here's an example. So if you're moving the knight around, it could have started here. We've maybe moved it to there, then there, then there, then there. Okay, from there it could move to there. It could move to that square. It could move to that square. It could move back there. Okay, so be ready that it could move in lots of different ways. So your challenge today is to use the game. Okay, so move, I'll show you in a minute. So move the knight to as many squares as possible in one go. This is level 1. Stop when you can't get to a new square without visiting an old one. So when you sort of get trapped, see how many you can squares you can go to. Level 2 is move the knight to all 64 squares. So that's every single square on the chessboard with as few moves as possible. You are allowed to revisit squares, but these do not count. So if you get trapped and you have to go back to a square that you've already been on, that's okay. But it's going to add squares to it. Level 3 is to move the knight to all 64 squares without revisiting any squares. So you might need to play this a few times. So here is the game here. So your knight always starts here and you can decide where you want to move it to. Okay, if we're looking at that box of 6, it could go there, it could go there, so I'm going to put it there. Okay, and it shows you which squares you've already been to. So then I could go here. I'm looking at the box of 6 again, I'm looking straight opposite. Could go there, I might go down here now, go over here. Okay, so you've got to keep going, and it will tell you how many squares you have been on. Okay, so have a bit of a go with that. It might take several times to kind of get used to it, get playing it. See as well if you can think logically. So see if you can kind of think of any way that you can be more efficient when you are playing it too. For your answer booklet, you need to send in a photo or a screenshot with your best one.